I'll just answer very briefly. This is my personal feeling, is that I want to be able to be gay and open and in any circle and with anybody in town. I don't want to feel like I can only be gay with my gay community members. I feel that in order for, again, this is my personal feeling, and it's totally a personal issue, whether I'm with the business community, whether I'm with, shopping at Safeway, I want to be gay, I want to be open, and I don't want to have to hide it. And so when I say mainstreaming it, I want to be everywhere, and I want to be out, and I want to be proud and open and comfortable. And that's what I'm talking about. And then, second question.
If I worked for him, he would have. How about that?
But you know what I mean? I think the times are changing now too. In '77, he probably wouldn't have.
Right.
And, okay, but you know what? Today, right.
Yeah, right.
But times are changing, which is one of the reasons why I love this facility, because, especially with youth today, a lot of people don't get what a lot of people went through to get to where we are today. And to me, that's the most important thing. We got to educate these people what a lot of us went through, the discrimination and the beatings and the stuff that you went through. You know, it's interesting. You go to college campuses today, and I think that, the far right's scared right now because they know gay marriage is right down the road. And you look at young people's attitudes, and you go all over the country and you look at young people's attitudes. Being gay and the whole gay thing isn't an issue anymore. It's kind of mainstream, and it's just something I've noticed, and it's my own opinion. And so now, you're getting politicians that they want to be with there because they know that it's an important voting block and everything. So to answer your question, in '77, no. Or in '84, no. They probably wouldn't. Nowadays, yeah, because it is starting to become more mainstream. And I don't think it's starting to be through the media that it's not as big of a deal anymore. And that's just my opinion on it.
Well, do you think it has a lot to do with the face of the gay community by and large, whether it's in San Francisco or nationwide in any gay community, is that we projected in the last 20 years a more traditional-minded model of being gay, as opposed to the somewhat out there fringe sexual outlaw.
Right.
When you talk about, gay marriage is inevitable and it's going to be coming. Gay marriage, gay adoption, traditional values, those are things that I don't necessarily prescribe to. So
Right, and you know what? I'm with you on that all the way. To be honest with you, I don't prescribe to a lot of that either. Okay, I'm never going to adopt and all that, and nor do I want to. That's just my preference. It's interesting too. It's like for Folsom. I love going to the Folsom Fair or Dory Alley. Look at how popular that's become, and even that's become kind of mainstream.
It's a tourist attraction.
Yeah. And that kind of bums me out. Like when I go to Dory, I hate to say this.
Wait a minute!
I don't mind the tourist part about it, but you can go to Dory Alley, and a lot of us have been there. You know how it was 10 years ago. You go now, it's not like it used to be. And in my opinion, it was funner 10 years ago. Right, but now you go to these places. I don't even like going anymore because it's just so crowded and. But on the flip side, and as a business person in this town, and first off, San Francisco's always been a tourist destination. From the gold rush time, it's always been.
Well, actually, it has a history.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it has a history in that the city invests in itself as a tourist destination. It's not a given. It has to work at it. It works really hard at it. It puts a lot of money into it. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Okay, that's good.